Here, take a hit, he says, like it's love. But I see the scars on his fingers rough. The circle's tight, the room's all smoke, and I feel the eyes, but I won't choke. They laugh and chant like it's a game. Don't puff in hell, come on, no shame. I look down at the flame they pass, like they've forgotten how fast this cracks. I ain't better, just awake. They can keep the high, I'll take the weight. I said no when the room got loud, held my breath, stood out from the crowd. Maybe I looked weak, maybe I looked scared, but I stayed real when no one dared. Let them talk, let them go, I'm still me, 'cause I said no. Just a hit, but it's more than lungs and a little trip. It's a mirror held too close to break. It's who you are when the world's awake. I've lied before, I played that part, but this time silence would tear me apart. So I'd rather feel small, out of place, than lose my soul to save some face. I'm not holy, not immune, but I choose the truth, not the ruin. I said no when the voices rose, took the hit of being alone. Maybe I lost friends, maybe I lost cool, but I didn't lose myself to the rule. Let them laugh, let them go, I'm still me, 'cause I said no. This isn't about greed, it's not a fears, it's about the weight of my mother's tears, about standing up with shaking knees and saying this ain't who I need to be. I said no, and I don't regret not folding in just to forget. Call me a freak, call me what you will, I'm the one who's standing still. Let them burn, let them glow, but I found light when I said no. Yeah, I said no. And I still go. I'm still me, 'cause I said no.
Some say it's easy just to feel alright, but I've been walking through a sleepless night. Turned down the highs, still chase the low. Kept it quiet so they'd never know. Smiles from strangers, I keep them brief, like borrowed warmth that brings no relief. I play the part, I dress the part, but I don't let them near my heart. I blend into the crowd with grace, a fleeting name, a fading face. If I disappear, would someone care, or would they just see empty air? still learning how to stand. They say just smile, it's not that bad, but they don't feel the days I've had. Don't need their light, don't need their grace, just space to breathe and find my place. I've worn the mask, I've lived the part, I've buried pain to guard my heart. But even when I'm feeling small, this world can't say I don't belong. I'm a resident of the world, with all its chaos in my chest. I've fought my fears, I've bent, I've burned, but every fall becomes a step, and not just a voice among the crowd. I sing my name and sing it loud. I'm a resident of the world. I'm still here, and I'm not done yet.
I made a boat from paper thin, folded corners, tucked it in, set it sailing on the breeze, hoping it would carry me. Paper boats, away you glide on the water deep and wide. If you float or if you fall, tell the world I loved it all.
Tears will soak and time will wear, but still I place my hopes in there. Little scraps of dreams I knew, carried far for someone new.
Paper boats, away you glide on the water deep and wide. If you float or if you fall, tell the world I tried it all.
Some don't see the folded seams, they just watch the waves and leave. But the hands that shape the boat are the ones who dare to hold.
When I'm gone and winds have turned and the corners start to burn, let them find what I have made, drifting slow but not afraid. Paper boats, away you glide, leave a trail behind the tide. If you sink or if thread and flame, where no two forests feel the same. A bird may bless your path with light, or vanish in the leaves from sight. The jungle speaks in ancient tone, beyond the temples carved in stone. It hides the lives who once found peace, where history walks and never ceased. Guatemala, heart and land, in woven cloth, in lifted hand, from wings to the mountain floor, your voice endures forevermore. The fire speaks in our name, the mountains watch in flames, and from the city's modern crest, the bird's red breast, beating hard, won't rest. Cold steel may rise where green once grew, but soil remembers every shoe. From valleys deep to clouded skies, your stories burn but never die. Guatemala, you do not bow, your daughters carry time somehow. From temple stone to forest floor, your spirit sings Follow the path where voices led, where sandals wore the jungle red. Not all that's gone is lost in past. In every stitch the old holds fast, and in the markets loud and wide, the colors shout, the elders guide. They trade in cloth, not cloth alone, but roots and names the world's unknown. And in the eyes of girls who grow, the sun begins again to glow. Each thread they tie, each song they hum, beats like a drum that calls them home. Guatemala, rise and sing, for all the strength your stories bring. When time forgets what others told, you shine in cloth, in fire, in gold. Guatemala, you still remain, a breath of earth, a song.
There's a light we all have known, passed through hands not carved in stone. It was quiet, never loud, still it lifted us somehow.
Hold it high, don't let it fade. Peace is something we have made. With open hearts and steady hands, we learn to love, we learn to stand. In her eyes the sky was wide, though the world had cracked with time.
She would sit and never speak, but her stillness made us see.
Hold it high, don't let it fade. Peace is something we have made. With open hearts and steady hands, we learn to love, we learn to stand.
We don't need much to show we care. A little light, a little air, a gentle word, a place to stay,
And love to guide us on our way. Hold it high, don't let it fade. Peace is something we have made. With open hearts and steady hands, we learn to love, we learn to stand. Hold it high, don't let it fade. Peace is something we have made. Peace is something with open hearts and steady hands, we learn to love, we learn to stand.
I walk through aisles without a name, a coat too long, a quiet frame, a fleeting smile, a stranger's glance, too brief to risk a second chance. Their voices hum, their faces blur. I'm drawn to ones I never stir. They smile because they have to be, but maybe they're as lost as me. I don't belong, I drift instead among the living in my head. Not made for touch nor made to shine, but for the corners I call mine. And if they see me, let it be just once, as more than they can see. I wear the clothes I cannot feel to shape a frame I wish was real. Trousers neat and polished black, a fragile front to hold me back. The crowd moves on, they do not see the silent space that lives in know how much I care for moments that were never there. I don't belong, I drift instead among the living. My head, not made for touch nor made to shine, but for the corners I call mine. And if they see me, let it be just once, as more than they can see. I tried to trace the roots I knew, but time forgot and distance grew. A child once passed from place to place, now reads the world through window panes. We smiled for photos, wore our masks, but love was just another task. So I stood back and watched them fade and learned to walk the other the ones I lost, but memory comes at a cost. I crave connection, yet I flee, afraid of who they'd see in me. I build myself from threads of thought, the truths I was not taught. A quiet strength, a steady hand, not built to lead, but still to stand. I don't belong, but I You took me far when I could barely move, through quiet turns and hidden grooves, down narrow paths we chased the light, in rain-washed glass we shared the night. You held my weight through every trial, through silent storms and winding miles. I found my voice along the way and learned again to face the day but you carried more than you could know. Every start, every bend in the road, you were my shelter. Now you're the echo. I'll set you free into the stars above. Not goodbye, just a shifting of love. Though time moves on, your light will grow. In every sky I see, I'll know. We faced the chaos and the calm. You moved with grace, you kept me strong. Through quiet loss and reckless grace, you stayed beside me, held my place. There were moments I forgot to feel, but still you stayed so real, so real. A silent force who saw me through when even I had lost the view. I have to let you go, but you carried more than you could know. Every start, every bend in the road, you were my shelter. Now you're the echo. I'll set you free into the stars above. Not goodbye, just a shifting of love. Though time moves on, your light will grow. In every sky I see, I'll know. And if some soul beyond these lines feels peace within your traces, fine. I gave you love, you gave me grace. It's not the end, just space to space. I have to let you go, to travel where I can't yet follow. You gave me strength, you helped me grow. Now carry someone new and glow. You'll never fade, you'll always show the fire of love we used to know. I'll close my hand and lift my gaze and watch you fade into the haze.
so hard to feel alright, but I never fit inside their light. They said, don't think, just go alone. But I could hear my own song. I found my way, not in their light, but in my flame. I learned to fight. They all moved on, I stayed the same. And I'm not sorry for the name. I'm built from truth, not from pretend. And now I'm standing in the end. I stayed true when they all left. So tell me now, am I still the same? They had rules I didn't write, told me silence meant polite, but I was burning all that time, just trying to live a life that's mine. They chose the crowd, I chose my voice. It hurt, but I made my choice. I found my way, not in their light, but in my flame. I learned to fight. They all moved on, I stayed the same. And I'm not sorry for the name. I built from truth, not from pretend. And now I'm standing in the end. I stayed true when they all left. So tell me now, am I still the same? Maybe I stood alone too long, but that's how I found I'm strong. And if the sky starts breaking down, I won't run. I found my ground. I found my way, not in their light, but in my flame. I learned to fight. They all moved on, I stayed the same. And I'm not sorry for the name. I built from truth, not from pretend. And now I'm standing in the end. I stayed true when they all left. So tell me now, hands
Stay away, don't look too long. I'm not the one you think belongs. I wear the mask, I play the role, but shadows claw beneath control.
I smile when I must, I speak when I should, but I'm cursed to crave more than I ever could. You feel me near, don't trust the air. I was never truly there. You see a man, I see the wall between your world and none at all. I'm not made to feel your grace. I walk alone, I leave no trace. I am the creature under your skin, not of your kind, not meant to begin. I ache for love, I feed on lies. I drink the silence in your eyes. I want to feel, but when I ate upside down, said I was strange, wore a crooked crown. You never saw what brewed below, the ache to bite, the thirst to know. I study every step you make, not out of hate, but what I ache to feel what others do with ease and not be haunted when I breathe. Your neck exposed, a graceful wound. The moon above becomes my tune, but I stay still, a guest in glass. For what I crave, I cannot pass.
I am the creature under your skin, the whispers scream, the phantoms win. I want your warmth, I dread the light, so I adore you out of sight. You see a face, but not the war of want and shame I can't ignore. I'm not your friend, I'm not your flame, just longing hiding in a name.
They called me monster, freak, mistake. I learned to break before they take. The necklace waits, the years have burned for someone cursed the way I've learned. A mirrored soul, a sleepless kin, who dares to see the dark within. We'll bleed in verse, we'll love in fear, and never need to disappear.
I am the creature under your skin. I breathe your name and breathe it in. Not made to hold, not made to heal, but real enough to make you feel. So fear me not, I wear no crown. I'm just a soul that's breaking down. I walk alone, but still I dream of someone who would dare redeem.
In the chasm of cosmic nothingness, I took one step beyond the known. A park bench, a silent crowd of friends. Each moment pulled me from my home. The dust of boredom cloaked my joy, held too frail to chase the flames. So I wore the mask they carved for me and played the part without a name. But maybe today I'll be someone else. Let the fog roll in, soft and slow. Let me walk proud in my skin. This last day in space before the fall. Let the light rise from within.
They taught me to fit the frames they cast, to polish, to press, to perform. But even in stillness and solitude's arms, the walls around me were torn, not by rage nor by despair, but a hunger I could not appease, to float Now with careful hands I build anew a fortress from this scattered trace. And though it's my last day among the stars, I've never felt more in place. In companion thought I burn so bright the dark can no longer deceive. I am noticed, I am loved, and finally I believe. Yes, today I became someone else. Let the fog roll in, soft and slow. I shouted my name into the void and heard the echo only I know. If this is the day I'm remembered at all, let me walk proud in my skin. This last day in space, I'm not afraid to fall, for the light now burns within.
I tiptoe past the hallway hum. Every creak becomes a drum. The fridge clicks on, I hold my breath. My thoughts are louder than the rest. The lights don't flicker, but I do. Every sound feels like a cue. I count the silences between the static ghosts inside the screen. They told me noise was just a wave, but waves can crash or misbehave. I try to ride, I try to float, but it keeps catching in my throat. Walls can't sing, they only scream, and I'm done with this machine. No more echoes left to fake. I'll take the fall, I'll feel the quake. If fire's what it takes to breathe, then let it burn. Let it burn with me. I learned to smile at hallway steps, to tap along and hide the depth. Therapist said let it pass, but some storms never finish fast. I called it healing, named it grace, but noise just wore another face. I made my peace, or so I thought, till silence
Step aside, don't meet my gaze. I've learned to live in shadowed ways. I wear the calm, but underneath 1,000 storms still beg to breathe. You think I've never known the fire, but every step has walked desire. Still I hold back, still I refrain. Too much to lose, too much to name.
They said I walk with steady grace, but miss the cracks I can't replace. I've watched the world from far outside, pretending I was never tied.
I spoke of dreams, they turned to stone. I held out hope, they left alone. And in the hush of every fall, I built a voice too soft to call.
There were days I almost crossed the line, but fear would freeze what might be mine. I reached, I faltered, turned away. It's safer not to make them stay. Whispered when no one knew my name.
The dance I watched from far behind. The love I hoped one day to find.
I don't believe in fairy ends, but I believe in second bends. The road turns slow, the night runs long, but somewhere waits another song.
And if I stand without a crown, it doesn't mean I'm breaking down. I've held the light, I've felt the flame, and I have stayed beneath the name. Don't think I've never seen the stars. I've just been tracing all my scars, and every bruise and every sigh was proof I dared to even try.
Still I remember the touch I never knew, the words unspoken
That somehow still rang true. And though the world may pass me by, I walk with hope that doesn't die. I'm not the end, I'm just a door, and what you seek, I'm